welcome to another Grain to Glass. So, got a treat for you this time. I've been doing a lot of IPAs lately, double IPAs, you know, the Mango Lassi double IPA, the Citra Chinook double IPA that I did. I've done lots of them, lots of IPAs lately. So I've been playing with the idea of doing something a little bit different, yeah, just different. So I decided to go for a pale ale this time. Obviously a pale ale, it's an American pale ale, so there are some there's some hops going into it. Obviously the characteristics we're looking for with a pale ale is, you know, not so hop forward, you know, a bit of hoppiness but more maltiness is what we're looking for. So for this particular one I decided to use a hop that I've never ever used before. So it's a hop called Ekaunot. I've heard lots of other people trying it and going on about how good it is. I've tried a couple of beers with it that have got Ekaunot in. I really like them as well, so I've got to give this hop a go. Really looking forward to the you know, the passion fruit kind of characteristics that this hop is supposed to give to the beer. So yeah, really looking forward to, you know, what this is going to actually bring to this beer. So it's a little bit different for me doing a pale ale rather than IPA, but it's not too, you know, distant from the IPA style, to be honest. So yeah, anyway, look, here's the the brew day video. Enjoy. As usual, once the video's over, I will be back with a taste test of the finished product. Enjoy. Ready for an early brew day tomorrow. So the grains all measured out. So we got in here 4.5 kilos of Golden Promise. We've got 500 grams of carapils. We've got, I think it's 400 grams of biscuit malt, 300 grams of wheat malt. No, correction. 300 grams of, it says oats. I've used these really nice looking golden naked oats. They look amazing. As my wife said, they look like really little vaginas. I'm never going to unsee that now. And we've got 250 grams of wheat malt. So, have our water ready. We have our timer set. Where is it? If you can see it there. Oops. You can see timer set for 4:30 in the morning. That's really early. So by about 6 o'clock, when I wake up, this water, the strike water, should be up and ready at temperature, ready to go. So I'm going to start this brew day bright and early. Measuring out my water additions. I need 3.7 grams of gypsum. Feels like, considering I've got these little digital scales, that I am doing something rather illegal. Honestly, it's not. It's gypsum. I can assure you, there it is. Anyway, so I've got 0.3 grams of calcium chloride that I need to add, and 2.2 grams of Epsom salt, which I'm going to add, and that gives me the water profile that's perfect for a pale ale. Here's my final water additions, all the little bits, going into my strike water. So I'm doing exactly the same thing here for my sparge water. Anyway, right now that's the water ready, water adjusted, my grains are all measured out. Timer is put on, the boil kettle is plugged into the Inkbird, everything is ready to go, so I'm now going to shut this up and leave it for tomorrow morning. as you can see, hot breaks kicked in. First top additions, we have 14 grams of nugget hops for bittering going into the bulk kettle. Just taking a final gravity. This may creep up one point, but a lot of dextrin's gone in. We're another 5 minutes before the boil finishes, so I don't think it's going to change much. But you can see I've got a starting gravity of 1.059, I'd say. So we're a couple points up. We're a few litres up. So this is looking like a very happy and successful brew day. Oh yeah! Just hit flame out. I've put the chiller in. Look how clear that beautiful water is. Looking nice, isn't it? Steaming up. Anyway, so temperature at the moment is at over 100 degrees Celsius. You can see. Yep. I want to get it down to about 80 degrees Celsius. Then I'm going to turn the chiller off and start steeping the whirlpool or steep hops for about 20 minutes, and then I'll continue to chill again. As you can see, down to 80 degrees, 28 grams of Ekaunot, 28 grams of Centennial going in. I'll give that a stirring and leave that to steep for 20 minutes. So, put the temperature down to about 27, 26. So I think I'm happy to start. Pour the wort into the bucket of yeast I have here. So this is the Yeast Bay Vermont ale yeast, which I used last time in my double dry hopped Cloudwater Citra double IPA thingamajig. As you can see, I've made myself a little arm here. I'm fed up with using the silicone hose and having to hold on to it all the time. So this will just drop straight into the bucket and will aerate as it goes. So it's been nicely sanitised for about half an hour, sat in Star San. So let's just turn it on. That gunk in the bottom of the kettle, and here we are, beautiful 25 litres, bang on, look at that, perfect. Okay, so let's get this lidded up and put in the fermenter. Okay, so here we are. There it is. Look at that beauty. This is a, I've been drinking this now. It's been in the keg since the 25th of May. It's now the 9th of June. So you're talking exactly 2 weeks of it's been in the keg now. So it's perfect. I've had 4 or 5 of them, maybe a couple more. But you know, it's absolutely perfect. Colour is really nice. You know, there's a slight haziness to it, which of course the the golden oats and the wheat malt that I added to it is going to be a bit of haziness. But it's not as hazy as the the double IPA I did recently, which was like proper soupy hazy, which was although I've never brewed a beer like that before, that hazy before. That was a beautiful beer, but this looks more like a traditional kind of slightly hazy IPA rather than a pale ale. Looks like a pale ale, doesn't it? So as for the aroma, I mean, look at that. Look at a nice head on it as well. A lovely tight, one finger head, slightly less than one finger, but it's really nice, and it holds that head well as well. So on the aroma, so you got much more malt on the nose. Toffee. There's a fruitiness there. It's not an estery kind of fruitiness. It's more of a more rounded fruitiness, like passion fruit or some sort of chewy, sweet kind of. I think the malt and the fruitiness adds to that kind of a nice chewy, sweet kind of aroma. Really nice, but much more malty than with any of the IPAs that I've been brewing. Given that I didn't do any dry hopping on this. This was all. I don't think I did any dry hopping on this. It's been a while since I had a look at it. Don't think so. So yeah, it's all in the boil, whirlpool at the end of the boil. That's added to the aromas for this. But yeah, really nice. Anyway, so let's see what it tastes like. Let's see if that beer that looks so beautiful actually tastes as good. So. Much more malty, as you'd expect. There is bitterness there from the bittering hops that were added to the boil, but it's a subtle bitterness. It's not sharp in your face bitterness that you'd expect from the bitterness from an IPA. It's I get the fruitiness as well from the Ekaunot. It's definitely there. This is a much more, subtle flavoured beer than an in-your-face IPA. It's a pale ale, so it's going to be more malty, more biscuity, with some subtle hop characteristics. I don't think there's any off flavours I can taste in this. Definitely no diacetyl. There's no butteriness to this at all. It's very clean tasting. Yeah, it's a beer I'm really pleased with. I think my intention to try and brew an IPA. I think I've hit the mark there. I would like it to have a little bit more. It's quite a light flavour. I would like it to have a bit more body. Although I added 500 grams of malted extra into this. The original recipe that I'd done for this said 250, but I decided to go for the full 500. The mouthfeel, it's got a nice mouthfeel to it. There is the bitterness from the hops that's the last kind of thing that you have in your mouth once you've swallowed the beer. It does coat the tongue nicely. Not too much though. It's nice and light, refreshing. It's coming in at 5.7%, so it's a nice beer to be sat in the garden on a hot summer's day and drinking and enjoying. And seeing as we're up to 6:30 now, that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to go and sit and enjoy the rest of the evening, drinking this beer until the brew day that I've got organised for tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Happy home brew, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.